Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Oh, what's in the box?
Because it's all part of the plan.
Are you ready for the main screen? Are you ready to talk movies?
I am.
All right, we were getting so close. All right, on to the main screen. You've got two. I've got two. Who's gonna start?
Go ahead. I'll let you start.
All right. Actually, all right. Thank you for. Hey, I really appreciate you letting me start.
Yeah, no problem.
That was super kind of you. It also makes sense. The first movie I'm talking about is Prospect, starring Pedro Pascal,
Oh, okay.
Sophie Thatcher, and Jay Duplass. Okay, so this is on Netflix. I don't know if you know anything about it.
Not much.
It's a 2018 sci-fi film. It's a low budget sci-fi film, and features a teenage girl and her father traveling to an alien moon with a contract to mine gems in the moon's poisonous forest.
Okay, maybe I know nothing about this.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. It just looked kind of cool. Like just like the picture, the poster on Netflix looked kind of cool, and I was like, let's do it. Let's just go for it. It was pretty mid overall.
Yeah.
I would give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
It's just it's very there all right, here's what I liked about it, okay? It's very sci-fi. There is no expo. There's no, like, they just kind of are doing their thing, which, like I said here, they're traveling to an alien moon with a contract to mine gems. No one's talking like that in the movie. Like, they're not like, oh, we're here on the alien moon now. Let's go mine these gems. They're just talking like how they would have a normal conversation, which I don't know why that has to be something I have to appreciate in movies nowadays, but it is, and I do. So then some things happen, things get a little hairy, but not much happens in the movie overall, and that's what I did not like about it.
Okay.
It's an hour and a half, and it's very strange. Like, the lack of plot is like just very strange.
So could it have been helped by more runtime to explain things, or it was just not really, like, in general kind of?
I think I think it could have just. I think just more things should have happened.
Yeah.
Or more direction. You're just kind of like lost a little bit while you're watching it, because you're like, nothing's really getting pulled in any one direction. Mm-hmm. You're just kind of like wandering through the movie, if that makes sense.
Who is this directed by?
Then,
oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Zeke Earl, and it's
What a
also
name.
written and directed by
Okay.
Zeke Earl and Chris Caldwell.
Should I know these names? I'm sorry. Maybe I would recognize
No,
them.
they don't even have links on Wikipedia, so
Okay.
you're good. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's not something I would recommend if you're a really big sci-fi fan. That's what I would say.
Okay.
But even then, I think it's something that like a sci-fi fan would be like, well, I don't know.
Well, so what is it doing right in terms of sci-fi that you liked, or that?
It's a cool world. It's a cool setup, and like I said, I just liked that they didn't cater to like, the audience is obviously dumb. We need to bring them up to speed on what's going on in this world. You know, like it, and I guess that's also part of what's nice is that you don't know. Like you spend some time trying to figure out, and even at the end of it, you're not 100% sure, what exactly the like details of what they're doing are.
Okay.
Like, for example, there's one part where like they come across, and this isn't spoilers, they come across these like rocks, or they look kind of like rocks, but they also look kind of fleshy, and they're like, they cut them open, they're like reaching inside them to get, whatever they're trying to get. You don't,
rocks.
yeah, you don't know, and you never really figure it out, and it's kind of cool, but you're just like, what is this? Yeah, like, so I think there's like some cool sci-fi elements to it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Hardcore sci-fi fans, maybe go for it. Everybody else, probably don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Major Pedro fans, I would say go for it. I did really like him, actually.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't point that out sooner.
Well,
I did like him.
Yeah, that's a major selling point by itself for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, they weren't no Barb and Star.
Nope, it was the other ones. It wasn't Barb and Star though.
Names are hard to transition to, all right?
I was even thinking, I'm like, what could you Pedro's a star or something.
Right.
Barb and Star. Okay, so this is Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar is the official title. And I know this because I kept saying over and over again, Barb and Star Go to Del Vista Mar and not Vista Del Mar. I don't know. It just sounded better. I think it's because of Seinfeld, Del Vista Boca, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So what do you know about this movie? Did you watch the trailer or anything?
I know it has Kristen Wiig. I can't even remember who the other person is that's in it.
So it's Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumolo. I'm so sorry. It's the first time I've ever had to say her name. It was released this year. It is written by those two. It's produced by those two, with also Adam McKay and Will Ferrell. Everything you think's gonna happen in this movie, rather, hold on, let me start over. Everything that you don't think is gonna happen in this movie could happen, because you're going in, and this is gonna be stylistic spoilers and things, but not necessarily plot spoilers. So you're going in and you're like, Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. It's got Kristen Wiig and Annie Molo. She wrote Bridesmaids, or at least was co-wrote it, I think. Worked on SNL and things. She's funny. She's very funny in the movie, and obviously Kristen Wiig's hilarious. So then you're going in and you're like thinking, at least with me, because I think I watched the trailer a while ago. Maybe I didn't even watch the trailer, but I'm like, it's gonna be like a comedy about these two women who are like best friends, and it's gonna be like the quirky little things they get themselves into, and how they react to it. But what you don't expect are a few full musical numbers. Kristen Wiig playing one of the main characters, as well as the villain, who is completely like albino looking. And then she wants to get revenge on the city because of this crazy thing that happened to her as a kid, involving being shot out of a cannon and onto a Disney cruise boat. There's a talking crab who has a Morgan Freeman voice impersonator doing it. And at the end, he goes, and by the way, just remember, I'm Morgan Freeman with a D. And so that happens. Jesus, there's so much fucking crazy shit. It's got the guy.
Why are you listing this is just a list of the most predictable things that happen in movies.
Right, exactly. I know. You're thinking, well, come on, where's the craziness that you were talking about? I mean, it's just it's a nutty, fun movie that just really, from the acting to the directing to the story to everything, it really delivered. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but it was really fun.
It seems like live action Big Mouth type of unexpected.
Yeah, pretty much. You like when it comes when it comes to just when you're watching Big Mouth and you're like, who knows when something is going to come on screen like a giant dick, and that doesn't happen, but like anything like that can happen. There's an invisible woman named Trish who's like a force in the ocean, and in their minds that's made up. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
But all of these things happen, and you enjoyed it.
And I enjoyed it. Yes.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, because when the first musical number hit, I look at Kara and I'm like, "Did you know this was gonna did you have any idea what we were getting ourselves into?" And she's like, "No, I had no idea." And we really, we both enjoyed it from start to finish. Definitely laugh out loud moments. I honestly enjoy pretty much everything Kristen Wiig is in. Serious or not.
Definitely.
So, yeah. So that's Barb and Star. Oh, and shout out to Annie too. I don't want to say she's also hilarious. She's very funny, and obviously they both wrote it. So whatever they were on when they wrote it was fun.
It's the good stuff.
It was but they were in Vista Del Mar, a very, very fun, loving Caribbean complex. It wasn't a nomad land for sure.
Wasn't a nomad land. Okay, I can't remember if you and I talked about Nomadland or not.
I said I wanted to watch it, but I didn't.
Okay, so all right, this is the same movie I was thinking of, because it was Nomadland or the what was the other one?
Minari, the Stephen.
Yes, Minari. Yes,
Young,
Stephen Yang. Yeah. Okay, so Nomadland, 2020 drama film, written, and this is a directorial debut, right? Of Chloe Zhao. Hope I'm saying that right. Stars Frances McDormand, as well as no one else you'll recognize, but a lot of other people. And this is for me at least. This is on maybe a half notch below, but I would say the same level of like film and what I love about filmmaking as Sound of Metal. I absolutely love this movie.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, really, really enjoyed it. It's very. I know you and I have talked about Into the Wild. Into the Wild is like love that movie, and this is maybe like what would be the word, like just Into the Wild for a more seasoned and more experienced older human being, I guess.
Yeah.
Because in the movie, I can't remember exactly how old she is, but I know that she's in her 50s, I think.
Like
maybe late 50s.
The movie has... Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
The only other thing was, all of the other characters are, like, in their 60s. They're at, like, retirement age, basically.
Okay. I was going to say, like, the movie comparison is almost like the movie itself can be compared to, I feel like, the way you were saying that, Frances McDormand compared to Emil Hirsch. That's just how you pronounce it, right? I think.
Yeah.
Like in the way that, just the movies play out. Like one's very much.
Yeah. I guess I should backtrack and say they're leaving home and they're just kind of traveling across the country.
Okay.
And doing their own thing. Hitchhiking, whatever. Nomad style.
Right.
Like I said, it's just really like it's just like Sound of Metal, where like everything comes together, like the plot, the dialogue, the sound. It just makes for like a really beautiful movie. Loved it.
Okay, I'm really excited to hear that it's as good as I expected it to be, basically, or expect it to be when I watch it, because I have high expectations for this movie. I just thought it looked beautiful, I guess, for lack of a better word. I mean, whenever I watched the trailer, I just thought it looked so good.
Yeah, definitely. It's on Hulu, so if you're looking to stream it, and yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I've hyped it up a lot. I've set the bar pretty high, so hopefully anybody listening and later watching it enjoys it.
I mean, yeah, given the plot, I feel like there probably isn't too much to talk about other than what you said. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
It's very obviously like a movie about not like a lot going on, so to speak, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more about how it's shot and the acting and stuff, so...
Yeah, absolutely. And that was just a ruse to give myself more time for a transition. Nomadland sounds a lot like Wonderland, but there ain't no Willys up in here.
It was an all-female cast. That's something I didn't know about that.
No, there's like at least one or two Willys in there, but it wouldn't have worked for the transition if there was.
No, right. No, I know, but I had to make the joke. All right, Willy's Wonderland. This is God. I don't want to. All right, I got a lot to say about this movie, but I won't. There's a lot I could say about.
I have
this
a lot
movie,
to ask.
Okay, I'll mainly answer your questions. I'll just say this is another 2021 release, directed by Kevin Lewis, written by Geo Parsons, neither of which I can click on their Wikipedia, so you know what that says. And it's a movie about Nicolas Cage fighting animatronics come to life, basically Five Nights at Freddy's. And the poster literally says 2020 isn't over yet, kids. So this movie knows what it's doing, but not in a good way.
Okay.
I just hate, and I feel like, wait, have you seen this? I can't remember.
No.
Okay, because I was pretty sure that you had watched this movie and you were the number one fan. Because just when I messaged you on Discord and you were obviously busy, whatever, I was like, hey, like this comment on Reddit, and then I said like this. Oh, just let me read the comment really quick because it made me so mad. There was a comment on Reddit about this movie that just made me think like, okay, so basically people are being paid to just... here it is. This movie was such a hilarious and insane ride! ! Not sure what the hell people were expecting. It was a great B horror comedy. I got exactly what I wanted and loved it! ! And I was like, fuck that comment. Fuck everything about this movie. It was terrible. But when you didn't immediately respond, I was like, Jeremy said that comment. It was him. He loved this movie. He hates me now. Like,
when did you send this?
I don't know.
Somehow I completely missed it.
Because I know that I think you were like, it was over the weekend, maybe you were busy. But either way, I was just literally like, in my mind somehow. Actually, no, it was a week ago, so it was a while ago. I was like, no, please don't somehow this be him or he liked this movie. Because I hated everything about this movie. The directing is stupid. The acting is stupid. The story is stupid. It's filmed purposefully in this way so that the edges of the screen, like the edges of the movie, are like warped, like curved. And I thought it was my download until I saw on Reddit that they were like, no, that was intentional and it's stupid as fuck. And then the characters make no sense. The character choices make no sense. You know, Nicolas Cage is obviously meant to save the film. He's the only big part of it. He doesn't say a word. His character, his whole thing is that he literally doesn't say a word throughout the film. So and the killing, the gore wasn't good. So I hated it. I hated this movie. I hated it.
Wow.
I really wanted to like it. I was excited. I even told you, like, yes, this movie's out. I can't wait to watch it.
I feel like I went on quite the ride just listening about this movie.
Yeah, because I have so much to say. I'm like so packed with energy about this movie and how bad it is, but just let it roll off my shoulders. I did enough on Reddit. I did enough Reddit commenting about this movie.
I don't even know where to. I'm so lost now.
Please, feel free.
Okay, so that is it for the main screen. Ended it with a bang. I'm probably still gonna watch that. Is what's so terrible. After everything you just said, I'm still gonna end up watching this.
I think you
movie.
should. I think you should watch it for like just to see, like
Balls?
you. Yeah, I mean, you really have to see what's happening to really believe this movie was made. God.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have for main screen.